Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's December 23rd, and right now we're looking at the infrared satellite imagery. You can see our storm kicking off to the east here, now moving across Arizona. Still some lightning and some thunderstorms out ahead of this system as it moves across New Mexico today, but that is moving out of California, as you can see, and we are going to get a break for a couple days here, but we have some storm systems still headed towards the state of California. We're going to look at that in the extended forecast coming up as we go through the video this morning. So far, this is through Friday morning here. So I'm going to update this again over the next couple days just so we can see just how much precipitation we got over the last 7 days here. But again, there's going to be additional precip add to this when the totals come in for tomorrow morning. But you can see the big amounts across Northern California, some of the Sierra Nevada, up and down the coast, and really across Los Angeles here, and some of the areas just to the west, Ventura County and Santa Barbara County here, the transverse ranges as well. And the higher totals will show up here as we go through the day tomorrow and for Arizona as well. But kind of an interesting storm here, very beneficial to the state of California. We can see a largely missed Nevada here in Utah because of the nature of that storm being that cutoff low, just kind of moving down and paralleling the coastline and then diving inland and impacting Arizona and New Mexico today. Now, I wanted to go over this one more time here. We mentioned this yesterday, the Ventura Auto Center, 5 minutes precipitation total of almost an inch there. Just an incredible amount of water. And if you did a plot of land 1,400 feet by 700 feet here and drop 8,700 7-inch of rain, again, this is a typo, put that decimal point 1 step to the right, you would have dumped out about an Olympic-sized swimming pool over that area in 5 minutes. Just an incredible amount of rainfall, just showing you the power of that storm. So here's the day one thunderstorm outlook. Just exists for eastern Arizona on and through New Mexico, and you can see it does not include California here, so this system is getting out of our region. And this day in weather history for Southern California, actually for the entire state here, is I remember this storm back in 1990, just an exceptional Arctic outbreak here, and you could see the high pressure that blasted down across the region here in some very chilly days, especially across places like Nevada here. So yeah, way back in December 23rd, 1990. And here's the National Weather Service Sacramento, so check it out. We got our next round of storms kind of showing up in the model runs here. So we're going to dive into those details here as we go through the video, but you can see the National Weather Service is talking about it December 27th to 30th time frame here, and we could get additional systems after that as well. And some of these might be better snowmakers here for the Sierra Nevada also. Now, taking a look at Eureka, California, they also hint at that as well as we go through Tuesday, Wednesday. You can see the rain starting, heavy rain out there, and then maybe some additional systems coming in here. But we'll work on those details as we go. And this is the Bay Area also talking about that here, and the active pattern continues into the new year potentially as well. This is just through Thursday upcoming. There's going to be more probably after that. And if you want a nice affordable home weather station here, click on that link down below to save 10% off. This thing's got a lightning detection system with it as well. It's quite good, and what I wouldn't have given to have this weather station when I was a kid. Nice affordable option. Now, taking a look at what's coming here. So there's the Hawaiian Islands to the bottom left. We got California here. There goes our storm system there, and we're looking at the European on the left versus the GFS on the right. And this is last night's 06Z run. The European only goes out 144 hours, but we're going to take a look here at the most recent data. Weak system into the Pacific Northwest, and then we get one that barely clips Northern California here. But in the post-Christmas period on the 27th, we have a storm system that's going to be impacting mainly Central and Northern California, but this could bring some mountain snow with it. And then we have a potential stronger storm as we go through the 28th into the 29th, forming off the California coastline. And some pretty good agreement, as you can see, at 18,000 feet for this troughing here, and that storm moving towards the coastline of California. And again, this would be December 28th, the nighttime here. So we're going to look at that in some more detail here starting now. This is the GFS, the 06Z run. So this goes out a couple weeks. So we're going to take a look at our system moving off to the east there. Weak system into the Pacific Northwest, and a stronger system arrives for them. Kind of clips Northern California just barely, but then we get our rounds here as the next storm system rolls in here on the 27th, and you can see it dropping some snowfall for Northern California down through the Sierra Nevada here as well. Not a big impact for Southern California. However, the following storms may be. As you can see, this next one, pretty robust frontal system there as well, dropping some snowfall all the way down potentially into Southern California in some of the latest model runs. It's kind of fantasy right now, but it has been showing up in the models, and then we continue off into the future, and we might keep things active after that. We'll see how that goes. We'll just monitor that day by day as we always do. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves there, but these next two systems are starting to gain some confidence here. Now, taking a look at the European last night's run, let's see what it shows. It shows our system moving off. The system's into the Pacific Northwest, maybe clipping Northern California here, and then the more powerful system rolls in for Central and Northern California. That one's got a little bit of snowmaking potential here for some of the Sierra Nevada, and we need it. We're quite a ways behind this time of year, but then the next storm system as well. The European also showing quite a robust system moving in some point on the 29th into the 30th there as well. And then we'll continue to watch the extended after that. But what's going on at the upper levels of the atmosphere, as you can see 18,000 feet here on the left, and you can see the colder air here on the right at 10,000 feet. So you can see the cold air kind of across the Gulf of Alaska here. Storm systems moving into the Pacific Northwest, and then we get our rounds here. You can see this colder air moving a bit further south. That would be the initial system here. Then you can see a better round of cold air, maybe moving a little bit further south as we go through the later portion of December. So we'll be breaking those down here over the next couple of days. We'll see how they trend. They're likely to flip and flop back and forth here and kind of wane and ebb and flow, and just how strong these systems look. This is actually the 12Z GFS here. This is running as we speak. Let's see how much data is in this run. And you can see the systems moving to the Pacific Northwest, maybe clipping Northern California. And then the next system looks like the GFS. It weakened that one a little bit here as we go through the 27th. But let's see what it does with the next round as it continues to show a pretty good storm there, actually showing up at some point on the 29th to the 30th time frame here. So yeah, as you can see, each model run will have something new to show us here, but we're just trying to iron things out as we go over the next few days. 6 to 10 day precipitation probability. This goes through January 1st. You can see it includes much of the state of California. 8 to 14 day, no difference there as well. And also, heads up, because this time of year can get some high tide activity out there, and when you combine that with some big waves, as you can see, as we go through that 27th, 28th time frame here, the wave action is going to be pretty intense out over the Pacific Ocean, affecting Hawaii, much of the state of California also. So those high tides, when they correlate with the big winds and the big waves out there, can really cause some localized coastal flooding out there. So we're going to be watching that as we go as well. And this was updated only as of December 17th, but I'm interested to see how this does over the next few days, because we did get a pretty nice swath of rain across a lot of the areas of the Sierra Nevada here and some of Southern California as well. And now this is looking up through the extended. This was actually issued on the 21st here. This is January 2024, and check it out. We still have that above average signal for the month of January here across a lot of the Southwest up towards Oregon. This is the temperature here, above average across the West Coast. Now this is looking off into the future a bit more here. This is mainly El Nino driven here, and you can see California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah. This is January, February, March. Precipitation scheduled to be above average, and the temperatures West Coast above average as well. Now looking February, March, April, we still have that signal, includes Southern California there as well. So looking off into the fantasy land here, the tea leaves, El Nino driven climate prediction stuff here. Now, looking at the same time period there, the similar signal there, pretty typical during El Nino seasons that we get above average conditions. But anyway, yeah, so we have a couple storms to watch here on into the future. And as you saw, the Climate Prediction Center agrees we're probably going to remain active as we go into the early portion of January. So anyway, we'll watch those as we go day by day. Hope you guys enjoyed that storm, overperformed, came down. What a nice beast of a storm that was. I mean, man, thousands of lightning strikes, had some flooding out there, and probably some beneficial precipitation overall. And we'll keep showing some precipitation totals over the next couple days as they update those totals here on that WPC map. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.